Happy New Year to all. I hope you've all had a great holiday season. Keeping with my intentions last month, I'd like to take a few minutes to bring you up to date on the latest news in and around town. Well, the old year is gone and the new year is upon us, offering a brand new start. I know if you're like me, the New Year's promises both an exciting and somewhat intimidating outlook. Looking back to 2015, I see all we've accomplished together, and looking forward to 2016, I see all we've yet to do, but we can do it together. One thing you may remember about the last issue of the Record was that I began my comments by letting people know what a great time I had at Thanksgiving dinner while visiting my children and my grandchildren in my son's home in Frederick. You may have thought your mayor was a bit psychic since the Record was published before the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, the truth be known, I write this article about 2 weeks before the end of the month, when it's usually published. But for November issue, though, we rushed to get it out before the month's end so everybody would be aware of the goings-on downtown and of our Christmas tree lighting. Well, have no fear, the day was as of reported. I had a wonderful time, and so did everyone else. You know, over the last several issues of the Record, we've been discussing the city's efforts to look at ways to help people who are having difficulty with their water and sewer bills. Recall, a committee was appointed to study this issue, and recommendations have been received by council. Council scheduled a special meeting of these recommendations and has acted on each one. A recommendation adopted by council in their December meeting and related to this was that folks who were subject to an estimated water and sewer charges because of faulty water meter readings would be billed at any underestimates at water rates in effect at the time of those estimates. Those folks that were overbilled, that is, paid more due to a higher than actual estimate, will be allowed to keep that refund previously sent without having to reimburse the city. Hopefully this satisfaction will satisfy everyone. One thing unexpectedly came from this study. That was a citizen who would like to remain anonymous has offered a personal grant that will provide a limited number of low-flow toilets for Taneytown citizens free of charge. The application for the low-flow toilets ended on December the 31st, and the program was a great success. A feature of the program was that a $50 rebate toward the installation was available when the successful applicant presents a paid invoice from a registered plumber once the installation is complete. We're not sure if all the installation money will be used, and if not, we may have a few more dollars for folks that are on our waiting list. In council business for January, we will be discussing and hope to pass new campaign finance rules that will ensure that everyone who wants to run for elective office in Taneytown will have an equal chance and not be squeezed out by special interest groups. During the last regular council meeting in December, your council took a very unusual action and censured one of its own members for inappropriate behavior. I hope this is all now behind us and that we will regain the spirit of all working together for the benefit of our citizens. The history quiz last month was, for many years, Taneytown published its own newspaper. What was the name of that newspaper, and when was it last published? It took a while to receive a correct response for this past issue's history quiz, but congratulations are in order for Caitlin Miller, who came up with a correct answer. The Carroll Record began publication in Taneytown on July the 7th in 1894 and published its final issue in 1977. Well, it's time to close, and the city staff and the city council and I want to personally wish you a very prosperous new year.